Hey there everybody, this is PotterBrony, and welcome to Death Battle Blind Reaction. This time we're gonna have Tracer versus Scout. Tracer from Overwatch, Scout from Team Fortress 2 specifically, I believe. I'm not too familiar with either one of these characters, so any kind of prediction I make now is going to be based on the very little amount that I know about them. So just to get into it, I've seen the initial trailer from Overwatch, and is the one in the museum, the two kids, and then all hell breaks loose. Apparently Tracer is the, it looks like Tracer's that girl who can like teleport. So, apparently Scout, from what I gather, is quick on his feet as well. As I said, I'm not too familiar with him, so unless Scout has some type of ability that I don't know about, which is very probable because I don't know about him, I'm going to predict now and give it to Tracer because she can teleport. She's apparently just as quick and, if not faster. That said, before you get into how do you not know about them, is like Team Fortress and Overwatch, they're just so fucking awesome. I'm not denying that they're awesome. God knows that they have massive fan bases, and Overwatch in particular, you can't really not hear anything about it. Being, the flavor of the month and everything. I'm just saying I don't know about it because they're both first-person shooters, and I know when I first saw the first Overwatch trailer, I'm like, oh, this looks fucking awesome, but then I saw that it's a first-person shooter, I'm like, Now, I cannot stand first-person shooters, but that's not anything to say about the actual games. That's to say about my particular lack of skill at them. I just suck so bad at these things. They just confuse not confusing, just the point of view really always just throws me. In fact, I believe the last time I attempted a first-person shooter was with Fallout 4. A friend of mine suggested, you gotta check out Fallout 4. You don't need to play the other ones. They're all their own freestanding games and everything, but Fallout is just an amazing series. You need to check it out. You gotta check it out. So, based on his endorsement, I went and bought it, and I wish I hadn't. He had said, though, because he knew of my aversion to first-person shooters, that, well, it's, you have the option, you're going to be able to switch to a third-person shooter. I looked it up, and, you could switch to a third-person view, which, unfortunately, the camera was even more unwieldy in that sense. First-person shooter, I don't know, I just cannot get into them. They just throw me completely. I'm really just total shit when it comes to them, so I've just given up on them entirely. And this is not me being kind of closed-minded like I was, say, when I started watching Steven Universe, and I had it in my head that there's this thing about this I don't like, so I'm not going to like this. That's not the case at all. This is repeated instances proven to me how much I suck at these things, so I'm just done with it. Platforming and third-person view games, that's more my speed. RPGs and that type of thing, that's me. So that's why I'll not ever be playing these games, but I do have some in mind. I haven't watched I know there are a bunch of shorts from Overwatch that I plan on watching at some point, so before you start that, let me just say that, I am going to get to those at some point as well. Alright, so I've been rambling for a while. I don't know anything about these characters. Let's just get it started, see what they have to tell me before I make any kind of decision, and then watch the actual fight. So, let's get the analysis portion started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, Wiz and Boomstick, educate me.
To be the elite, you must surround yourself with the best of the best. Whether you band together to save the world, or just a worthless plot of land.
And every good team needs a good hit-and runner.
Like Tracer, the spunky agent of Overwatch.
And the Scout, the Boston-born merc of Team Fortress. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. 30 years from the present, mankind would become careless. Their machine servants rose up to fight for freedom, and so began a worldwide war.
But one organization stood between world peace and total chaos. Overwatch, a team consisting of the world's greatest scientists, cyborgs, ninjas, cowboys, and pilots.
Including Lena Oxton, codenamed Tracer. The youngest pilot ever inducted into Overwatch's flight program, Tracer is a free-spirited and fearless flying ace, always laughing in the face of danger.
After helping to secure world peace, no big deal, right? She was chosen to test a new prototype fighter jet, which could teleport.
But then everything went horribly wrong. Instead of teleporting from point A to B, the fighter jet accidentally transported her through time.
How do you accidentally create a time machine and put it in a fighter jet?
A word to the wise. This is why you use animals before moving to human trials, like I always do. Anyway, Tracer essentially existed as a ghost, uncontrollably phasing in and out of time. It looked like Overwatch's prized pilot would be decommissioned forever.
So she's jumping through time, is she?
Good friend and gorilla scientist Winston made a special techno doohickey to keep her locked in the present.
This chronal accelerator doesn't just anchor Tracer's time displacement, it also gives her 2 different ways to manipulate her own time flow. In a near instant, she can zoom approximately 23 feet away. This blink ability is not true teleportation.
Okay, so not teleporting.
Speeds up time.
That's what it looked like in the trailer.
While propelling her in any given direction.
What?
It's time travel, in a
Jump
sense.
herself forward in time, though from an outside view it looks like a blur.
Got it.
More than that, she can also reverse time for herself with the recall ability, which returns Tracer's health and spatial position back to where they were a few seconds before. While usually recall only turns back 3 seconds, in some instances she's gone as far back as 15.
Well, thank God her weapons aren't as confusing as that shit. She carries dual rapid-fire pulse pistols as her primary pain dispensers. Each can empty 20 rounds in a single second.
But what the pulse pistols have in power, they sorely lack in range and accuracy.
Good thing she also has her pulse bombs. I'll put it this way, pretty much anybody she sticks this thing to has exactly 2 seconds to make their peace before going to the big capture point in the sky.
Tracer maximizes her weaponry with hit-and-run tactics, frustrating her enemies and making her very difficult to pin down.
Yeah, in addition to blinking and recalling all over the place, she can jump 15
Yeah, that was from the trailer I saw, which made it look fucking awesome, but I am not going to be able to play it well.
Protected the Doomfist gauntlet from theft, and even once avoided a sniper shot from just 30 feet away. A sniper round usually travels almost 1,800.
Oh, this is from the shorts, isn't it?
To react within 1/100th of a second.
Unfortunately, that bullet found another target. Rest in peace, Robot Gandhi.
Although Tracer is a slippery opponent on the battlefield, her chronal accelerator has its limits. If used too many times in succession, it can overcome.
That was an assumption I made. Is that from the?
As her pistols are linked to the accelerator, this can sometimes cause them.
From the animations or cutscene from the game, or is it both? I don't know.
If she doesn't get in close, she's not hitting anything but air.
In spite of that, Tracer doesn't let any of it get her down. Wherever there's danger, she'll be there in a blink of an eye with a cocky smile and a barrage of bullets.
Wait, whatever happened to that time-warping fighter jet?
I don't know.
Unimportant, apparently.
Oh, our loves. Cavalry's here.
In the year 1850,
all right, now for Scout.
The entrepreneur passed away, leaving his family land and business to his 2 sons. But like brothers are prone to do, they ended up fighting over each other's land right off the bat.
This went on for decades, and then the brothers began recruiting mercenaries to literally wage war. And that's when things really got out of control.
Each hired gun contributed with their own specialized expertise.
The sniper killed from afar, the engineer slaughtered with machines, and the heavy mowed people down with the biggest goddamn gun they'd ever seen. What kind of sandwiches were they feeding that guy?
But one every man only relied on his cunning, his 2 feet, and a baseball bat. This was the Scout. Born in Boston, Massachusetts in the 1950s, the mercenary only known as Scout was the runt among 7 older brothers.
And all of them loved to wander the town looking for a good fight. Problem was, Scout's brothers were so big and tough, the fights would be over before he could get the chance to throw his own punches.
Desperate
Yeah, I can imagine.
his siblings, Scout realized that what he lacked in strength, he could make up for in speed.
So he started running, and running, and running, until one day he was fast enough to not only keep up, but get ahead.
Speed was his moniker, delivering pain was his game, and somewhere along the way he even learned how to jump off of thin air. Suddenly, the pathetic runt of the pack became the smart-mouthed terror of Boston.
Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people.
The only thing he was lacking was discipline, which he could get in the military, but that didn't sound like any fun, so he became a mercenary instead.
Yeah, more fun.
Life, relying on a lovely shotgun and a baseball bat. Yes, a baseball bat. This guy is
A baseball bat and a shotgun.
Take out a rocket launcher wielding soldier with a pop fly.
Which surprisingly works. Opponents are stunned by the size of his balls, both literally and figuratively, leaving them open for Scout to race up and finish them off with his guns.
Well, he's got a pistol for pinpoint accuracy. Scout's favorite tools for killing are definitely shotguns. The scatter gun is a confusing miracle of shotgun engineering that can somehow hold 6 shots in a double barrel, and is reloaded via divine intervention when you pull its lever. It's like the baby of a shotgun rifle and a revolver. But his most powerful gun is the force of nature. A shotgun that only has 2 shots, but kicks so hard it can boost him even higher into the air.
Regardless, a well-placed shot can quickly take down almost...
Alright, so it's more than just a bat and a
To make the
shotgun.
force of nature even more ridiculous,
He's got a better
he
shotgun
can
and
strap
a
a can
pistol.
of energy drink called Bonk Atomic Punch to it, which somehow gives him 5 more mid-air jumps.
That's right. This guy flies with shotguns. But that's not all the soda has to offer. With just a sip of Bonk, Scout becomes totally invincible for 8 seconds. But he can't use any of his guns at that time.
Alright, so he's not...
Bonk contains several hundred times the daily recommended sugar intake. An adult male's suggested daily dosage is 25 grams, meaning Bonk contains, at minimum, 11 pounds of sugar. So much sugar
God damn.
you can take another drink for at least 20 seconds. And on top of that, it's radioactive.
You gotta have one tough body to handle that stuff. Tough enough to survive the onslaught of 3 rockets at once, or to swing a baseball bat hard enough to send a guy flying 80 feet away.
Possibly due to long-term Bonk exposure, but testing is still out.
Scout can defeat foes as strong as the heavy in close quarters combat. Run 17 miles an hour.
So he's not completely worthless.
And kill a bear with nothing but a hot dog suit and Amelia Earhart skeleton. I'm serious.
He has a knack
Yeah, I
for
didn't think you were
avoiding
making it up.
missiles and even tentacles from a bread monster, but at the cost of wearing little to no armor,
Yeah.
making him a glass cannon. And true to his reckless, unrestrained
Alright.
personality, Scout often runs headfirst into battle, regardless of the risk.
But if you want to take down the Scout, you're gonna have to catch him before he catches you. And that means you too, ladies.
That's right, Fancy Pants, myself. So why don't you take your little failure, roll it up sideways, and... Okay, crap, I gotta go. Screw you, though.
Alright.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, I'm feeling pretty
All right.
hungry. If only there was some sort of
Commercial first.
service that sent a box full of food and recipes straight to my door. Oh, hey!
I guess there
You know
is.
how it is. Researching characters and making them fight to the death is time-consuming. I don't have time to go to the store and make my own meals, but I also don't want to doom my existence to fast food sugar addiction. Thankfully, Blue Apron changed all of that. For less than $10 a meal, Blue Apron sends me seasonal recipes with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. Each meal comes with an easy step-by-step recipe which can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. This chicken stir-fry only took about 20. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free, with free shipping, by going to blueapron.com/battle. See for yourself how good it feels and tastes to create impeccable home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. That's blueapron.com/battle.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Okay, and pause. Alright, so who do I think is going to win? Now it's really tough to tell. They each have their own unique abilities, mostly relying on speed and power and jumping around and just being really hard to catch. they each have their apparent weaknesses as well. If he didn't have that energy drink, then he wouldn't be able to perform that type of stuff, like becoming invincible or having extra airtime with shooting the shotgun down at the ground and making himself fly. Which I guess he can do without the energy drink. Scout, I mean, could do without the energy drink, but I guess he can go more if he has that drink. Whereas, if something happens to Tracer's device that her gorilla friend built her, then yeah, she's kind of SOL there. So that's a tough one. And both of their weaponry is impressive. I'm going to have to give it to Tracer, though, mainly because Scout is also... I mean, they're both... No, I was about to say, Scout is kind of... apparently, like, just reckless, but they're both kind of impetuous people. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm going to go with Tracer on it, because she just seems like she has more to her. Her weaponry is more advanced, and yeah, she's also highly trained. Not to say Scout doesn't have his training, but it's really just a bunch of mercenaries smacking each other around, right? Alright, yeah, Tracer. Go with Tracer. That's my vote. Let's see who wins in 3, 2, 1, and go.
You're toast. Whoa. Hey there, hot stuff.
Yeah, I heard that pissed off a lot of people. Pretty feminist. Her design.
If I told you had a great bod, would you hold it against me?
That's nice. I was just leaving.
Oh, sure thing. Come back anytime. Just put that briefcase back before you go. Thanks.
Sorry, love. Overwatch needs this more than you do.
I think that's the first time someone's hit on their opponent before in a death battle.
Yo, Putz, how you doing that?
Bombs away!
Oh, that's just great.
Invincibility.
Supposedly, this stuff will liquefy your esophagus after just one can, but, you know, it's also very handy when you feel like not getting blown up.
That's not very fair.
Listen, sweetheart. I never play fair.
Yeah, you're wasting time talking. You've got like, what, 12 seconds?
Is that all?
Oh, shit.
That at the plate. It's out of the park.
Is this a time reversal thing coming now?
All right, doll. Fun's over.
Not yet, mate.
Oh, she is fucked up.
Cavalry's there.
Yep, time reversal.
Shit.
I assume those logos on the bottom mean something, but...
Not this time, Yankee!
see something.
Come on, give me a...
Yeah. Something happened to his drink, and it was done. I guess she had to wait for her device to recharge.
Scout was
So,
fast
called
and
it.
tough, but Tracer's unique arsenal and evasiveness pulled her ahead.
Scout's greatest feat was potentially surviving an assault from 3 rockets at once. However, the rocket's point of impact is never directly shown, and since direct hits from rockets regularly
And apparently it breaks the fourth wall.
Mercs, it's unreasonable to assume this was any different.
Scout could sprint up to 17 miles an hour for an extended period of time, which is slightly faster than the average human's 15 miles per hour. But Tracer's natural reactive instinct gave her the edge. For example, avoiding that sniper round from 30 feet away means she can react 25 times faster than the vast majority of other human beings.
Which means Tracer could avoid almost anything Scout threw at her. Even when she couldn't, her recall ability not only helped her survive, but effectively ruined any of Scout's elements of surprise.
This allowed Tracer plenty of opportunities to take him out.
And just like that, Scout was gone without a trace.
The winner is
Ooh,
Tracer.
puns. Always puns.
Next time on...
Alright, who is next time?
Hey guys, thanks for watching another
All right.
episode of Death Battle. I'm Ben, I'm the showrunner, and I play Wiz.
And I'm Nick, and I wrote this episode.
And next time we've got Ken from Street Fighter, but who's he gonna be fighting? You can find out by sticking to our social media. That's @ScrewAttack on Twitter and official SA on Facebook. We'll be letting you know his opponent very soon.
That's right, and if you want to see
All
that
right.
episode of Death Battle early, or want to see some other Rooster Teeth
So,
content before the TV
that
update,
was
you can become a first member by clicking the
Tracer
link
versus
in the
Scout,
description
and
And of course, if you've got an idea
Yeah,
for a
I
Death
was
Battle, let us know.
accurate in
Comments
both
below.
below. We do read them.
in
Thanks,
both
guys.
my guesses. The pre-guess one, in which I basically knew nothing, and this particular one, and after learning about the characters. So, yeah, that was a good death battle. Interesting to learn about these two characters, and still, unfortunately, yeah, this is just my preference. I'm not going to be playing either game, but that's not to say that the characters in them and the games aren't fantastic. I'm sure that they are, so don't jump down my throat about that one, but I just can't bring myself to do it. So, I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and I'm going to end this one here. Until next time, take care. Bye.